vampires have to obey Mendel's laws when producing progeny. Powers pass from one generation to another. That's why Dawson wants me to sire him.
Turn around, sir. It's one of you stupid beast! Die, beast!
It's locked, all right. A restaurant where the guests are blindfolded before being seated. Intriguing. It's locked. I should find another way to get into the neighborhood.
He's mine! I'll take it!
More Braille. I should bring this to Mason Swanborough. I think this passage could lead me close to Aloysius Dawson's mansion.
Don't you know better? You're bleeding!
I do kanałów, tam.
I have this thirst for blood. It's locked, all right.
Tutaj coś jest, nie mogę tego zapnąć. No, aha, boss jeszcze.
Show me your...
Łatwiutki boss, nie powiem. Ale jednak, no, się mały damage mi zadawało, może tak, ja właśnie nie wiem dlaczego tak było. Ale cóż, pokonany. To się liczy. Tylko pytanie za milion, jak teraz wyjść? Czy w sensie tu jest jakieś wyjście, ja tam chciałem na górę jeszcze iść, bo tam trup. Aha, po prostu się takie drzwi otwierają. No można i tak. A jest, mogę się tam tepnąć na górę. Ja tutaj byłem. Ja tego nie widziałem, że tam można na górę się tepnąć. Nie widziałem. Byłem ślepakiem fest. No i no faktycznie ciało tutaj jest. I notatka.
Louise's father was determined to find
Oh.
and save her.
Znowu to samo, jak nic.
I cannot enter. It's locked, all right. I cannot enter. It's locked, all right. This is despicable. I have this thirst for blood.
How dare you interfere with my hunt?
Disgusting asshole! Vampire or not, I'll never be your wife!
Feeble!
Let me go, you bastard!
Miss Teasdale, are you all right?
How do you know my name? Who are you?
My name is Dr. Reed. I managed to track you down thanks to your father.
So my father really was looking after me. This man, this vampire told me my father was dead.
I'm afraid so, miss.
I suppose my
Thankfully,
I must find my...
goodbye. Good evening, sir. I am Dr. Jonathan Reed.
Yes, please. Would you be kind enough to tell me what the time is?
That's all you need to know.
Well, is it not important to know?
I suppose you're right.
I am Agamemnon Baker. Like my brother, I think we need to leave this city immediately. And my brother and I rarely agree on anything.
May I ask what you're doing outside at this hour of night?
I don't know. You should ask my brother instead.
You must have your own idea.
From what I have managed to understand,
What can you tell me about this part of
it's the only place I've considered.
Why is that?
Because I'm not feeling happy.
I still enjoy living in London.
Then I am sincerely happy for you.
May I ask why you've not...
I believe fear is hold.
What can you tell me about your brother?
He's older than me, I think.
Is that all?
Pericles.
Who are you waiting for exactly?
The more I think about it, the more I believe it's not.
But what else could...
I don't know. A feeling?
I'm afraid I'm not following you.
Have you ever felt like
Trap?
at least it will give us...
What can you tell me about...
You should ask that question to my brother instead.
Goodbye. Good evening, sir.
Dr. Reed? Dr. Reed?
Is there anything wrong?
No, it's just... Your name sounds familiar.
I think I...
That's odd. I'm certain I've already heard of you.
I'm afraid not, sir. Tell me about yourself.
We are waiting,
And why are you...
because we need to leave this city.
Why do you want to leave?
I'm not really...
Can you tell me anything about...
As you like asking questions.
Please.
Do you like this city?
I know we are not living in the most...
Yes, me too.
But what if we don't like...
Do we ever know who we are?
And what do you do, sir?
I stopped working when I decided...
But what were you...
Does it really matter anymore?
Tell me more about why...
I just...
Pericles, tell me why your brother disagrees with your...
Agamemnon is...
What can you tell me about...
If you are searching for a pleasant...
That's it?
For the time being.
At least you both...
But is that not a common problem?
Who are you waiting...
I really can't answer that.
And why is that?
This person is most...
But why would you need this...
Well,
What can you...
I've heard this is a man who is...
Goodbye, Mr.
Good evening, sir. And who are you, sir?
I'm Dr. Jonathan Reed from the Pembroke Hospital.
I'm Detective Inspector Charles Albright from Scotland.
I work for the Ascalon Club.
The Ascalon Club. You should have...
Do you need...
I'm afraid...
What can you tell me about...
I'm the one asking questions.
And what about the epidemic?
We both...
What killer?
I'm not going to discuss...
Haven't I told...
All right.
Why are you...
Criminals,
No.
All right.
What are you...
I told...
What about the...
I know it.
Do what...
Yeah.
Do you know anything in...
Who doesn't know the man?
What else can you...
Aloysius Dawson is exactly the kind of powerful and influential man who could...
What are you
I currently have a few missing persons.
Tell me about Mr. Kimura.
Mr. Kimura is a businessman who has been...
Where was he last...
Mr. Kimura was last seen...
Tell me about...
She's a waitress.
Do you have any idea?
No.
Tell me all you know.
I'm not even sure there is only one.
How could different killers...
That's my main problem.
Goodbye.
Goodbye.
Good evening. Goodbye. It's locked.
A song in the dark, the whispers of a... Jonathan Reed.
I beg your pardon, sir.
Of course you do. Our mutual friend, Dr. Swansea, can't speak highly enough of you. My name is Usher. Usher Talltree.
To wszyscy na liście, tak to.
You are the leader of the Brotherhood, are you not?
Primate of the Brotherhood of St. Paul's Stole, to be precise. I'm really glad.
The cards told you to expect me.
Yes, they tell me everything.
Is there anything you could tell me about
Aloysius Dawson? Yes, of course.
He's not the only one. It's been quite the fashion.
True. Aloysius was a member of the Golden Dawn.
May I ask you about the Brotherhood?
Of course. But I must warn you that there are some subjects we...
Who founded the Brotherhood?
That's precisely the kind of question I cannot answer. It is delicate and may reveal some of our secret traditions.
So you're not just a club of academics and scholars?
Once upon a time, very long ago...
I know there is no love lost between the Guard of Priwen and the Brotherhood. What caused this rift?
It was 1801. The Brotherhood was stronger then, a strength that made them hungry for ever greater power. An argument divided them, and the wound never healed.
What was the nature of the disagreement?
The problem was that both sides considered themselves the legitimate heirs of the original Brotherhood. We divide up the books, the relics, not always fairly or with consideration.
How do you measure the amount of blood on my hands?
I told you. The cards always tell the truth. Well, most of the time.
Is it possible to tell me my future?
A vampire's fate is much more delicate to read, Doctor. But I can try.
All right. Let me hear it.
You'll cast your heart into the fire without hesitation, Jonathan. For pain is only for the mortals.
I would rather not know. How do you measure the amount of blood on my hands?
I told you. The guards or
Is it
vampires.
What can you tell me about the name?
I really don't know.
So you see nothing in the stuff.
Oh, I can tell you, men.
Do the card read my...
You have been chosen.
Tell me about yourself.
I'm for most.
For how long have you...
It was 15 years last.
What do you make of Dr. Swansea?
Edgar is a brilliant and dedicated man.
Some believe you to be a vampire. Who?
The guard of Prewen, who else? For a time, they sent spies to observe my activities, and they even broke into my home to gather proof.
Did they steal anything from you?
A personal notebook they quickly took to their...
Do you want your notebook back?
If you ever find it, I'd be...
Can you read...
Are you sure?
Yes, I am.
It will cost you 150 shillings.
Here is the money.
The Sorceress. A heart-shaped trap built to entangle a loved one. Mirrors on every wall to see her own reflection constantly.
Can you read...
But
Here.
the Joker. A woman bent to a bed.
Can you read...
Put the money...
Here is
The Glutton.
Can you read...
Put the...
Here is
The Snake.
Can you read the...
Put the money...
Here.
The Hunter.
Ciekawe, że typu odkrywamy rzeczy o różnych osobach, nie zobaczą właśnie jakiegoś kozak.
Can you read...
Put the money...
Here.
The Hunter.
How did you learn about Mary?
Swansea told me. Don't look at...
She could have survived.
Not all vampires accept their new condition.
I could have saved.
No, Jonathan.
Goodbye, sir.
I read... Perhaps London will survive the epidemic. But I see terrible trials.
Coś się zapada i nie wiem o co z tym chodzi. Ciekawe.
Good evening, Miss Price.
Dr. Reed.
Always glad.
Too long.
What can you...
I
Tell... Really?
don't.
Have you... Do you know...
Everybody knows him. He's only been to my shop once, though, looking for...
Did he buy...
No, he left quickly.
But isn't...
That was before...
Tell me, Carolyn, do you often wound or hurt your daughter by mistake?
No.
You really...
Of course.
Does your...
Have you...
So your...
Something...
What?
She... Made...
You...
Made...
May I...
It's always a...
I cannot enter.